Hey, welcome to the process. My name is Dr. John Bush. This is week 13. Kind of been away, but I'm back now. We'll try to knock out the Thursday game. Dallas, Seattle. This is snaps, DAPs, Vegas, and efficiency metrics. This is the information that I gather and use. That's part of my process. Not everything I use, but this has a lot to it here. This is the main thrust of a lot of material that I use. So this game is a Thursday game. That sucks. It seems to be a one-sided game. Dallas 32, Seattle 14. So with games like this, Dallas might jump ahead and really not need to push it too far. So you can imagine all these different scenarios where actually this game ends up under the 46 or whatever's predicted by Vegas because Dallas doesn't need 32 points to beat Seattle. Seattle, on the other hand, will probably be all guns blazing. However, those guns have been a little rusty lately, and you wonder what's really there, and that's sad if you have Metcalf and Lockett. I believe Walker is not practicing, don't know what he's doing. The running back, so Charbonnet, I guess, hit the free run. Not sure what's there. So let's continue. This is my data panel. It has the Vegas information in the first block. The second block is the defense against position, or the DAP. Third block is my efficiency home away pass rush metrics. Just kind of give us a sense of what these teams have been doing. And again, I like to set the landscape for thinking. Okay. So not one of these blocks. And then snaps are coming as well. So it's a combination. Okay. It is a conglomeration. Let's call it a gumbo of different data that you mentally think about and, come up with decisions. Okay. So it is not straightforward. I know a lot of people, a lot of these pundits and whatnot have a one number ranking. And to me, I guess if you have no clue about anything, that's as good as any. But I'm beyond that. I need to understand and weigh multiple sources of information. That's the whole point of doing advanced research, is to get multiple looks with the knowledge that there is uncertainty, with the knowledge that too much information can trick you. You think you are more confident that you should be. And I've got a lesson on, does more information make you more accurate? I'll give you the short answer, no. It doesn't, but it makes you feel like you can be tricked, and that's part of this. Is you're in a minefield and you don't even know it. And I've got a lot of those kind of lessons in my videos as well. Of course, on the Science of Fantasy Football, I've got all that linked out as well. So lots of information there. You just have to dig through it. I know most of you won't. That's fine. But then the few that win probably are going to dig a little more. And I would suggest you do that. So Dallas, Seattle, 47 is the over under here. Spread is -9. So basically a touchdown and a field goal. It's above average. So again, this all hinges. Does Dallas need 32 points to beat Seattle? There's the trick. Uh, if you look at the DAPs, here's game week, the segment. We're in the second half here, and we're about to go towards the playoffs here. Some folks start in week 14. I don't know. I think I go, what, 15, 16, 17. I'll have one more week here. So the team, it's home or away splits. So Dallas versus Seattle, the opponent, and I use colorization to show the toughness or lack of toughness of the opponent. So Seattle is above average easy. Seattle versus Dallas. Dallas is tough. Look at the red. It's a warning. The overall uh, offensive DAP, in other words, the overall way that the defense gives its opponents, the Seattle, is easy, above average, not super easy. Dallas, on the other hand, is extremely tough. So right there, I think that's part of the Vegas scenario is that Dallas does takeaways, boxes in, Geno shuts down the activity. Dallas should have all hands loose on the rushing. RB DAP is easy. So Pollard and DAL should run roughshod over the Seattle D. At least that's what the DAPs would say. Zach, Dak's going to be pressured a little bit more than usual. It's below average tough, but nothing I don't think he could handle. And CeeDee Lamb, Cooks, etc. Get above average easy. Ferguson's going to have to earn his biscuits here below average tough. The kicker's fine. You probably still don't want to play the Dallas defense, the DAP there. So overall, it looks like Dallas should be able to run and pass, especially run. And you could see once they get ahead that that could be a scenario. Don't know. Maybe Seattle keeps up with it. If Seattle can keep up with them, this game could go way over. Just, that's what you're betting at this point. Not benching anybody on Dallas that you probably would play here. Seattle, tough. They're Charbonnet or Walker, whoever it is, with a combination below average tough. Geno below average. And the wide receivers, Dallas plays them tough. Lockett, Metcalf are going to have to earn their treats. There is a window for the tight end, Fant and Bisley or whoever else. They just got a platoon. So good luck guessing who that is in your daily fantasy. You don't want to play the kicker or the D. So everything about the DAPs seems to go along with the Vegas scenario here. Efficiency metrics, here's the team, Dallas. They don't really care if they're home or away. This is the home away efficiency, 1.06. That means 6% better home versus away, so it's really not significant. Dallas has been improving the last 3 games. Efficiency has increased, so I put them in purple. Dallas loves to rush a little bit below average, loves to pass 16%. Pass 5 out of about 10. So they're heavily into passing. Rushing's about average. Home away, Dallas is home. They like to rush more and still pass a little more. So they're going to do a balance. The DAPs say do a balance. Their tendency is to do a balance with rushing plus 16 versus 7. So nothing here suggests Dallas won't be able to do what Vegas says. Seattle loves to be at home, 19% less efficient away. So Seattle's got an issue right there. Some of the issue with the spread. Seattle has been declining the last 3 games in efficiency metrics. That's not good. Seattle needs to pass. They don't run a lot. -3, 9 means they run very much less than the league. I'm sorry, they pass 4.7. So it's all about the pass. Well, that's what Dallas is good at taking away. So Seattle, their tendency plays right into the Dallas D, hence the the DAPs there. Again, Seattle loves to rush at home, passes less at home. So Seattle will have to rush less and pass more. So their away tendency plays into what they're going to have to do. So that's the one positive thing is they already kind of do what they're going to need to do, pass more, rush less here. Uh, you know, if Dallas is not fully engaged, if they're looking ahead, uh, Seattle might surprise them. But the question is, am I playing the running backs? Probably only if I gotta. Metcalf probably. Lockett depends on who I got. So Lockett to me, he's been up and down last game or two. So a little bit concerned. I'm not playing the tight ends. So Lockett is a maybe. A Metcalf is more likely on that. And of course, Dallas, you play them all. Snap wise, Dallas, Pollard's the dog. Everybody talks about Donald, but they're not giving him a lot of snaps. So Pollard is the dog. Ferguson at 39 last game, so that, and he didn't score a lot. So that's sad. A little bit worrisome. Okay, just keep your note here. Look at 50s, 50s, 60s, 39. So it's in week 5 that he's in the 30s. So that, I don't know if he injured or what the hell was going on last week. Oh, probably 2 words. Lamb, Cooks. It's 1A, 1B. Here they are. Gallup, Tolbert, and the other whole Heon gang there. Nothing really happening. So Cooks has kind of scored in the last few games, so he might be more flex viable than normal, given these DAPs. Yeah, Seattle, Charbonnet is your running back if Walker doesn't go. Nothing surprising there. DJ Dallas. Fant, Parkinson, Disley. So there you go. I mean, Fant is the bias, I guess, was playing daily fantasy, the one team, one game played, then I guess Fant would be in consideration versus Ferguson. Metcalf, Lockett got a lot of snaps, didn't score a lot. And JSN, there we go. Looks like 1A, B, and C. The thing is, these guys are good, and so Seattle always has that implied volatility to have an up game from their wide receivers, even with the DAPs, because you got to cover all 3. So that does put a little pressure on the Dallas here. Like I said, I'd probably play Metcalf, Lockett, probably, but there's others I could play over in GSN as well. So maybe and probably would be my plays. Just depends. With the bye weeks, you may not have much choice. Okay, that's my Thursday night mix. I never have this. Again, in my process, there's never 100% or 0%. Okay, you cannot look at fantasy football with extreme views like that. You've got to always juggle the probabilities, the uncertainties, and make the best decision you can. The later you can wait, the better. Okay? Good luck. We'll be talking about this, Dennis and I, at scienceoffantasyfootball.com. I'll post these static images in case you need to see these in an article with this movie or this video. We'll talk about this in our podcast so you can hear Dennis's take on this game as well. Thanks for listening. Let's crush week 13. Woo woo.